Hey there, my name's Luke and welcome to the video. My bad. And anyways, today we're going to talk about something while I'm driving to work here at 6 in the morning. I've been asking myself this question. I don't know if you saw my other video, but what is the meaning of life? I think part of it, no matter how you really want to put it, every religion, every philosophy basically points to it. And that is, enjoy your life. Try to pursue as much joy as possible. Try to pursue enough pain as possible in order to feel even more joy. You know, if you want to work out and get stronger, it's painful. But then in the end, you are stronger, which is more joy. If you work harder at work, it's more rewarding because you get more money. And then inevitably, you're happier because you have more money to support your family. So, pursuit of joy and pain in the inevitability that your life is better for it. And then secondly to that is try to help others achieve joy and pain in their own right. Help them go to the gym. Help them get better in their career. Help them work harder. Help them play harder. You know, that whole thing, work hard, play hard, right? Some people say work hard, play harder. I mess with that a lot. That is our lives. And right now, I'm kind of torn because I've forgiven a person, but for what? At the end of the day, what value do they provide to my life? And I'm sorry, but if you are a good person, if you are kind, if you are smart, intelligent, funny, and interesting, and you're fun to be around, and you're fun to talk to, and you mutually respond to jokes, you mutually respond to philosophical ideas, you're able to have a deep conversation or just mess around and joke around at the flip of a switch, there is the sign of a mature, intelligent, and stable individual. Anyone else is emotionally dysregulated. I find that very strange. Because don't get me wrong, I got a bunch of mental health problems too. I've been going through it since I was 16. I just realized this is an audiobook pretty much. Whatever. Maybe I could... No, I might get cops called on me. I don't know. I think if you're on the highway, you're not allowed to have your lights on, so I'm just going to keep it like that. So, sorry about that, homie. But I'm just trying to rationalize, and I shouldn't have to, right? A pros and cons list should not have to come out if you are being a good person. If you are perfect, there is no question in your friendship or relationship or whatever. And it's not that you have to be perfect, it's just that you don't get to mess up. You're not allowed to mess up. You can't mess up. Unless you do something detrimental. Then everything starts piling up. Do you know what I mean? So like, the trust is implied. The respect is implied in your friendship. The moment that the trust is broken, the moment you are let down, then I start stipulating whether or not you're worth my time. And believe me, I've surveyed it, and I figured there's got to be more to learn here. And I had closure the other night. That was nice. Closure's good. But, I don't know. It just doesn't matter. Can we have an intelligent conversation? No. Can I ask you a question and get a deep and profound answer? No. Can I make a joke to you and you make a joke back without feeling a certain way towards me, like repulsed by me making a joke? No. Okay. Can I hug you? Nope, can't do that either. Okay. Can I see you at work? No. Okay. Can I text you? Yeah, but if I'm gonna text, you're gonna like kind of say okay back, IDK. What do you mean? Okay, I'm done. I'm good. How was your day? It was good. Okay, I'm done. I don't care. I don't care. See, that's what I'm looking for in life. Because believe me, with all of the things that go on in our lives, you only get to have one person at a time that you can really share everything with. And that's supposed to be your partner. Physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever you want to call it, but in whatever title you want to give it. But yeah, the person that you are seeing is the only person that you can really throw all of that on. And I'm at this point now where, well, I don't want to share too much because then I'm the ick, you know? Then I'm repulsive. Then I'm too available, too emotional, too open. Ew, gross. That's too much information. Now, this seems like a very one-sided relationship. I take the shit, but I don't get to give any back. I don't get to have someone just listen to my problems. I don't even care if she says okay. If I tell her a whole life story about the good and the bad and the worse, I don't care if she just says okay. What I hate, what I fear, what I don't understand is someone that doesn't respond. That's what's the worst thing. It's not if someone's angry at you. It's not if someone judges you. It's not if someone, disrespects you or says okay or K back in a text or doesn't really reciprocate the detail that you just put out. That leisure of how much you put in versus how much you're getting out. If you're not getting an answer, if you're not getting details back, real, tangible details, yeah, I kind of feel like this is a waste of time. I honestly find more enjoyment talking to you on a YouTube channel, to my phone, in my car, or on my couch, because at least I know that I'm listening to me. And then whoever watches this video to the end has completely listened to me. I feel like my whole life no one has listened to me. I'm a very good listener. Outside of these videos, I promise you, I don't talk to anybody. Because what's the point? No one listens at all. I find that fascinating. Everyone is just trying to tell you what they want to hear. You may be asking yourself, well, Luke, when you make these videos, you are only talking. And that's because I've been listening for so long. I need to get better at how to speak, how to get my 5 words in, because I can't tell you a whole 20-minute monologue, every single thought that comes into my head. I have to distill that down in about 5 words, because that's the longest attention span I'll have from pretty much anyone in this world. No one will listen to you, no one cares. So, how do you make people care? Well, first of all, listen more, make them feel like they're the most important thing in the world, stroke that ego, and then understand that most of your words is just going to go right over their head. They don't care. In one ear, out the other, they don't care. But it's the emotions that you instill within them, hopefully good ones, that is what memories hold on to. It's what memories are. Is what emotions did you set in those people. Think of your very first memory. It was a memory of emotion. Actually, a lot of your memories are built out of emotion. They're not built out of anything else, really. Logic and reasoning, all of that is just kind of secondhand nature, but you can't really pinpoint an exact situation from last year that didn't have an emotional impact on you. So you can't extract emotion out of the entire equation. You have to feel. This is the most convolutive thing I've ever felt before. Because on one hand, I want to forgive this person, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I've forgiven you, kind of. We have to build this trust back. Okay. What are you doing to build this trust back? What are you doing to communicate better? You can't. You can't communicate better. Can you speak smarter? Can you text smarter? Can you put in a little bit more effort? Do you even care at all about anything? Maybe me, maybe you. Do you care about yourself? Like, you're studying in school for something that is amazing. That's cool. But so have I. I'm done. I'm just trying to wrap my head around, how is someone that says IDK to everything going to be a doctor? I don't know. I don't get it. Because, like, you kind of need to have decision making on the fly to be an emergency room doctor. You need to be quick. Think on your feet. No emotions whatsoever. Pure logic. And fast. But I don't get it. I don't see it. So you'll have to change that first. But I was hoping that maybe it'd shape up real quick. Don't get me wrong. Everyone's nature is their nature. For me, my nature is be quiet, listen up, and then occasionally talk too much. Which is what I try to do on these videos, to try to limit that talking too much, but also coax out better speech out of me. A more defined, more refined wording. And the more thoughts I get out of my head, the more clear my brain is. Yesterday, I just walked the lakefront, did a little jogging, did a little running, burned off a lot of energy. That was the first time in a very long time that I went outside of my house. I drove to a location that cost me 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back. I spent a couple hours. I didn't buy anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't get any free books from the book library there, the little book box. All I did was take a walk, take a handful of pictures, listen to a little bit of music, and burn off my thoughts. Talk to myself, journal a little bit. And even though I feel completely alone in this world, like no one else cares. Don't get me wrong, my family cares about me. My family loves me. But that's just my family. That's just my mother, my father, my two grandparents, my cousins maybe. I like my cousins, you know. I don't know how much they like me, you know, we don't interact that much, but hopefully that's going good. My other side of my grandparents, I've met them twice now. They seem okay. I don't think there's any relationship that's going to be built there, but, you know, whatever. But that's the extent of my family. And as for friends, I have coworkers. I have distant coworker friends that I used to have, but do I have any true friends that I can stick to? Nope. Don't have those. I don't know where they are. I don't know where I'm supposed to find them, but I don't have them. Maybe soon. Maybe when I get a house, when I establish myself better. And maybe then when I have better high quality friends, I'll have better high quality relationships and meaning and purpose in life, better connections. But man, this is getting tiring. I know I'm only 22, but I was expecting that I'd have a little bit more at this point in life. A little bit more something. Purpose, meaning, reason to wake up tomorrow. And honestly, if you're thinking about anything, any bad thoughts, Jordan Peterson said he pulled this quote from a professor, and that is, you can always do it tomorrow. Procrastinate on the one thing that you need to procrastinate on. Live till tomorrow. Because you may not be able to find happiness today. Maybe tomorrow, you know? But you can find peace today. I know you can do that. You can unplug, or listen to music on your phone like me, or leave your phone behind. Go to your nearest park or lakefront or whatever, with people, without people, during the day, during sunset, during sunrise, during the dark, who cares? And walk. Walk until you've walked miles. So many miles that you can't even possibly think of a happy, negative, positive, neutral thought. There's nothing. You've walked off and burned off every bit of your mental energy. The only thing you can think of is shower and sleep. That is when you achieve peace. All of your anxiety is gone. Everything that is there is gone. And it's a moment of clarity. I think it's fascinating. I really do. I've been trying to find peace in my life, and I've tried so many different ways to not only find peace, but happiness. And I realized that my peace is just part of the puzzle. My happiness would be spending that time with someone and talking to someone while I'm alone, while we're alone, while it's just the two of us. And that's why my go-to on a date is grab some food so she knows I'm not a psycho, and then go on a walk. A walk is free. A walk says we're getting to know each other, and that's it. And occasionally we'll be seeing some things together. We'll be pointing stuff out. But for the most part, you just have to talk. I think that is the most important thing that you can do. If you are not able to listen to some music on your phone, drink some water, take a really long walk with someone after a nice little dinner, and just yap and talk, express your emotions, make jokes, talk about philosophy on life. It's not that profound. I mean, literally just talk about your values, what you think is interesting, what you think is fun, what you want to do, what you don't want to do, what you're scared of. You know, that's getting to know someone. And you can't do that while watching a movie. You can't do that while sitting at a 3-hour-long dinner that costs $500. You can't do that if you're at someone's house and you're watching a movie and you're doing some other stuff, you know what I mean? So what you need to do is you need to get out in public in nature, somewhere free. You bring a couple snacks, you bring some water, and walk with this person. And sit and walk again. And if you aren't enjoying your time walking with them, you're doing something wrong. Someone is doing something wrong, and this is not your person. That's just the way I work. I like taking photos in nature. I'll occasionally stop for a second, take a photo, play a song or two, watch a TV show, watch an episode or a YouTube video that I brought up in conversation or something. And that's what we're working with here. That's what life is, I can't think of anything less than that. Making a meal for someone after you know them would be nice. But if you don't know them, then you're kind of talking and you're making them a meal, and then you have some expectations there. But walking has no expectations. They can walk away at any time. There's a neutral ground here where no one is giving anything and no one is receiving anything except your word, your conversation. and a nice walk. And as both of you walk, you're able to express those emotions and those feelings and those ideas. And as they burn off, you start realizing that you're getting closer and closer to this person. That's the true essence of it. Really. That's what it all means. But do it on your own first. Find peace first. And then bring someone into that. And if it works out, it works out. If they don't want it, they ain't your person. But anyways, that's going to be it for today. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.